Hello, Alex Sanfilippo here. I am one of the founders of PodMatch.com. And today I'm going to give you a walkthrough of one of the features within PodMatch called Workflows. Now, first and foremost, what is Workflows? It is a project management software specifically for podcast hosts who want to manage their episode production. So what it turns into is a checklist that you create of everything involved in the production process for your podcast. I'm about to flip over to sharing my screen. I'm going to go through every single part of this so you can see if it's something that is right for you. And I want to let you know, if you are a podcast host on PodMatch, this is freely included. We built this because we see how much it helps podcasters when they can get organized. They can get rid of some of the mental fatigue and the stress and pressure that comes with it because it's all out in front of them. And that's the reason we designed this, was to help podcasters be able to, again, stay organized so they can release better episodes for their listeners. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now, and we will jump into this. All right, now that you can see my screen, here is the initial landing page of Workflows. Now, this is the active episodes page, which you can see here in the submenu. You got active, completed, templates, and team. And I'll go through each of these, starting with the active episodes page. Now, at the very top of it, you have these three things here. Completed episodes, how many you've completed, which is 640 for me. I can go to the completed page, or I can just click here to see those. I have 10 episodes in work. That's how many cards I have. We call them episode cards. And then I have 8 past due tasks, which if I click into this, it can show me how past due they are, and I can get a hot link over to those. And these are my tasks. I can also see if my team's behind on anything as well as the person who runs it. And if you're running solo, you won't even see that option. But for me, it's nice to know that I'm the only one running behind. My team is not. So that's kind of your snapshot at the top there. And now we use Workflows for everything, including our daily tasks, our events that we're hosting, conferences we're going to, all sorts of things. And I'll show you some of those templates. But for you, you might just use it for your podcast. But if you have multiple podcasts or different segments or different episode types, you might want to create different templates for each of those things. And the power of that is what I'm about to show you here. So these are our existing ones. And this little line shows me how complete each of these are. I can see the due date, if there's any comments, how many of the tasks have been complete versus not complete, right? You can see how close you are on all these different things, which gives you a great snapshot as a podcaster of exactly where you are, which can give you some peace of mind. Now, the power of the templates here is I'm going to add a new episode, Podcasting Made Simple live episode, new test episode. And the due date, I will make it for January 2025. Episode number, let's say 400. And I can also link a guest to it. So I was trying to put myself on there. Let's go with Karen. Karen will be my guest on this one. And so now I'm able to get a hot link over to Karen if I want to go to her profile and pull some information from it and stuff like that. Now, when I click into it, notice this automatically generated 24 tasks, the due date, all that, right? And so what you can see here is these are the 24 things that are involved with completing this episode. They've been pre-set up in the template, which again, I will show you. But just to give you an idea of some of their past due, you can set a date that you want something to be done leading up to the release date. So October 17th is the release date of this. This is supposed to be done 75 days before that happens, but it's not finished and it's assigned to me. So I can see here, I've got this notification that, hey man, you got to get this stuff done, right? So I'm able to go through and eventually check it off. And for the sake of example, go back to this current episode. The other thing is, although there's 24 tasks, it's a lot to scroll through, but they're not all assigned to me. This is my initial. This is somebody else. You can see the different initials that are on these different things, right? So what I want to do at the top, what I like to do is I like to show only my assignments. Now it's much less to scroll through, see? Because it's just the things that are mine or me and other people. And I also hide complete. So like, let's imagine I finish this first one. I can go ahead and check that off. If I finish this one, I can check it off as well. Notice what's happening at the top. The bar is getting more complete and tasks are getting complete. Again, this is a great snapshot for me as a podcast host to see exactly where I'm at in the process right now, which I think is a really, really cool thing to be able to know. Again, peace of mind is great on the way as a podcaster. So I'm going through this. Now, some other things I want to show you here is notice that we have the not just the description of what it is that you're working on, the task number, but also you can comment. So like if I needed some backup on this, I'm like, Alicia, can you please help me with this? I can go here and I can actually notify this individual and leave this comment. And now Alicia will get an email notification saying, hey, Alex needs your help. Click here and it'll show you where that is. It won't say that they need help, but like Alex has tagged you in this. You need to check it out type of thing. So that's the comments. And you can leave comments and you and the team can have exchange ideas, links, anything you might need to do. And also there's working instructions that you can add for any task along the way. So especially when you have a team, it's really nice to be able to go into here and see the different instructions along the way that you might have. And they don't all need them, but you can add it. The last thing you can do is two more things. Sorry, you can actually edit the task. So if I need to go in here and change something, if I want to add a link, if I want to change who it's assigned to, and then I can make it just for this episode and template, or episode template and all episodes that are currently active with this same template as well. So it gives you some different options there. and then you can attach a file. What's really great about this is we don't compress files. So a company like Google or Dropbox, they'll compress a little bit to save some space and money on their end. We decided not to do that because this is podcast production. You want the highest quality file being exchanged, especially if you're going to be uploading it multiple times and there's revisions and stuff. You don't want it getting compressed more and more and more, which again hurts the actual quality of the file. And this ensures that that does not happen. So we decided to add that feature in here because we think that's really valuable for people and that's important to us. So that is everything on the actual card itself. And this is really, again, where all the magic's at. So again, I have 640 episodes complete. I can go over here and actually see those episodes. And there's not much to show here. You can click into it and kind of get a backlog, including seeing the comments and stuff like that of what happened in that episode. And next up is the actual templates. And this is where the power is really created. Once a template's done, there's not much to do here, especially if you're adding different episode types, different segments, any of those type of things. Once it's done, it's really done. There'll be minimal tweaking. But let's just say I want to add a new one here today. New template. I can change a color. Let's get a fun color. Look at that. That's real fun, right? Grab that, and I'll just use the code NT for new template, just something to remember it by. Go in here and edit tasks, and I can say, Alex, do this. And then I want this done 300 days before the episode's released. I'm going to assign Alex to it. I'm going to go put here, add a second task, do this one too. And same thing, I'll say this one is 200 days before the episode's released. I'm going to assign Alex, which is me. And then I'm going to be done with this actual template. So now I'm done with it. Let's just imagine that's what we're doing here. So I can go back to the active page, add episode, hit my drop down, new template, new test episode. And the due date, let's just say it's going to be January 9th. It's going to be episode 401. And no guest in this one. It's just going to be me. It's a different type of episode, right? Notice I've already got this indicator here. That's because both these are past due because they're supposed to be done 300 and 200 days before the episode comes out. Now, I can go ahead and check these off. So I have Heidi complete, so it's gone. 50% done. Look at that. 100% done. How cool. I can now mark it as complete. And now my episode count went up. It's on my completed page. But in this case, I'm not really going to keep this template. So I can go back and edit it. Let's say like, oh, I want this one first, right? Or you know what? I want to move this one down to position 2. Make more sense if there's more episodes, right? But in this case, I'm going to go ahead and just delete this new template. So that is completely gone. And that, again, that's the power right there. You can add instructions. I always work to make our templates better and better and better so that we're getting more accurate each time we're doing an episode, and the team helps me with that as well. And the team is the last part. Now, a really important thing here with the team is they do not have access to your entire PodMatch. They can't go to your dashboard, your matches, your Explore, your messages, or anything like that. They don't even have access to all this in the menu. They have their own little access menu, which is basically these 4 things that I'm showing you here today and their notification suite, which, by the way, if you go to podmatch.com/notifications, you can also choose your preferences for notifications from workflow specifically. And so the nice thing here is you can also choose what people have access to. So you can add their email and you can leave it blank. So they just get kind of read access. They can't go through and do anything. Or if you're like, hey, I want them to be able to actually add episodes, they can mark tasks as complete, they can comment on tasks, right? You can go ahead and do that. Or you're like, I don't want them to create episodes or the entire episode. I don't want them editing that, but they can do these other things. Now you're able to invite these individuals and see their status. At any point you can remove them, which will instantly take them off of what you're doing here. Or if you add them, they can instantly get access at the level that you give them. And so that right there is the full overview here. And in a second, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, but I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything here. So we got active, completed, templates, team. And that right there is really the power of workflow. So I'll stop sharing my screen now. So again, my name is Alex, and I want to thank you so much for checking out Workflows by PodMatch. I really believe this is something that really, really helps podcasters. And here's what I mean by that. At the end of the day, the production we put into podcasting is great and wonderful and all, but that's not really what impacts a listener's life. It's the amount of time that we're spending with them or behind the microphone actually recording the content that's ultimately going to serve them. So if we can streamline some of the administration between using a tool like Workflows, how nice is that for our community, our people that we're showing up to serve and really help? And again, those are our listeners. Those are often the guests as well. So again, I hope that this is really a great support to you. And I just want to say thank you so much for checking it out.